This story time is about to be crazy. Put in your seatbelts, people. You're in for a ride.
Beauty by Tunisia. Beauty by Tunisia. Beauty by Tunisia.
Ginsters, subscribe for more. If you guys didn't notice, I'm ready for war. Armor fatigue on fleek. So today's video, as you guys can see by the title, it is a story time video and it's pretty insane. Like, this week has been a rough week for me. This recently just happened. You guys see my Snapchats and everything and you guys are like, Jen, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. And I'm about to tell you guys this story. It's a long story, so you know, get some snacks, get some popcorn, because you're in for a treat. I'm gonna give you guys some tea. So much tea that you're going to be literally urinating in the next 5 seconds. And the story didn't even start. We have a story time playlist down below in the description box, so go check it out. And it's kind of ironic because last year I did a story time video, which was my friend left bloody panties in my drawer. If you guys want to check that out, you know what to do. And it's so ironic because it happened around the same time as this year, and the same platform where I met this person, which was Tinder, and the same person that screwed me over, and I'm just being a good friend. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna just get into this story. Like I said, I'm ready for war. I met this girl on Tinder and we talked for a little couple of months and we really wanted to hang out, you know, make plans, but every time when we'd be like, okay, we're gonna see each other today, something would pop up. Red flag. The universe was telling me something, but you know, me being persistent and, you know, trying to not flake and trying to get out the house because I'm such a homebody. My birthday came. You guys saw my birthday vlog, and if you guys know who it is, good for you for being a detective. Other than that, I'm not stating her name. I invited her to my home for the first time. I never met her before, but her vibes were literally positive vibes. Like, we had such amazing conversations and we really feel like we really gotten to know each other via text. She came to my house and she gave me a gift, and it was a nice bottle of wine, and I was like really shocked because I never met her before. She's giving me a gift and she really didn't have to, but I was completely honored, and you know, that was definitely brownie points for her. So I'm like, okay girl, I see you. So the night went on. We all had a great night. Everyone's vibing with each other. My friends were meeting each other for the first time and everyone got along. It was an awesome birthday. Like, I couldn't wish for a better birthday. So fast forward to 2 weeks later, a friend had hit me up on a Saturday, you know, early evening, late afternoon, and I knew the birthday boy, and I actually invited him to my birthday celebration, but he was unable to make it. So there was no hard feelings there. I just wanted to return a favor. Even though he didn't attend mine, I wanted to show some support and, you know, come out. And then it's like, I've been such a homebody lately. It's like any adventure that I can get, I really jump on the opportunity of just having fun because I'm just mainly at home. As soon as I got that, I was like, okay, I need a girl, like a girl that I know that's available, that I know who's down for, like, you know, cookout or parties and just for fun. So I'm like, I know who the perfect person is. So I text her. I'm like, yo, we're going out. No ifs, ands, about it. Like, be at my house at 7:30, okay? And she's like, okay, I'm swimming right now. Like, you know, I'm hanging out with friends. And I'm like, okay, just hurry up. Like, I have a pool here. Like, I live in a gated community. You're welcome here anytime. You know what I mean? She came over around like 7:30, 7:40, and Manny was still sleeping. Manny kind of like woke up when she came, and you know, he saw us getting ready, so he already knew we were going out. And yeah, after we finished getting ready, I told Manny, like, you know, I'll call you like when I'm on my way, and like in case if like I need you, which I know I wouldn't, but you know, just in case, like giving him a little heads up, you know what I mean? We left and we were waiting for the Uber, and during that time we were like talking, you know, talking about Tinder and stuff like that, and her experiences and stuff that she's gone through, because she's recently come out of an abusive relationship, and I was literally there for her. I was helping her throughout this situation and coping and just being a good friend, you know, like, cause I was just like trying to get her out of that situation, because you know how like females are, they're so in love and they don't want to leave, and I'm just trying to tell her that it's only gonna get worse. I haven't experienced it, but I learned from other people's mistakes. And yeah, I was just helping her cope, and we were just talking about stuff like that, because we really never had one-on-one time. Like, my first time meeting her was on my birthday, and it was with a group of people, so this time was like our one-on-one time of getting to know each other. We got in the Uber, and on our way there, you guys, this is like seriously funny, but this is gonna be a separate video. Our Uber driver was seriously insane. He was crazy, he was weird. Oh my god, it's just a long story, but let's make it short. He left us in the middle of nowhere. I called the birthday boy and was like, yo, where do you live? Because we're lost, and the houses there are so far apart. There's no street lights. It's pitch black. We're hearing animals. Like, I don't want anything attacking us. I feel like we're in a horror movie. I'm like, no, I'm not about to be that girl that falls. I'm not about to be the girl that dies first. Like, no. I'm like, yo, can you come get us? He was like, where are you? Like, I had to use her phone to pin the location. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you guys know I had a heck of a birthday. My phone broke. So I have this kind of like bootleg phone that this Chinese company gave me, and let's just say it's an iPhone with Android software. So I really can't download any apps. Why? Because there's Chinese, it's written in Chinese. The App Store, the iTunes, everything. So the only thing I could do is make calls and text. Go figure. So I'm using her phone for Snapchat and all that other stuff. So I'm frequently signing in and out. And yeah, I pinned my location and they came and got us. As soon as I got there, I ate food because I didn't eat anything all day. I had some chicken and broccoli, and then I was just talking to this other guy, and he was like, how did you meet her? And we were just like, you know, I was just introducing her to the people that I know and just telling her, like, you know, some background story about her. And she lied and was like, oh, I knew her for a year. Like, we met at a party and mutual friends. That was a lie. We met literally like on Tinder. So yeah, we played beer pong. It was a really nice night. I had 2 bottles of wine, so I was nowhere near drunk or anything. I wouldn't consider myself tipsy, but I was like in like that nice buzz feel. So yeah, on the other hand, she was drinking and doing drugs. So that's just giving you a perspective of how her mind is kind of like, you know, tickling at this point. Fast forwarding to like the close to the end of the night, I'm like talking to them because I know like I'm about to leave soon, so I'm like just wrapping it up. And yeah, they were like trying to get this other girl, she was like wasted, and they were trying to get her to do a kickstand. I really didn't know what that meant until I looked on someone's Snapchat of the person at the party, and they basically held her upside down while she drinks beer, and let's just say she was fried after that. So I walked back over to her and I realized, I'm like, who are you talking to? And she says, Manny, and I'm like, why did you call him? So I'm like grabbing the phone, and that was a red flag. I grabbed the phone and I'm like talking to him, and you know, we recently got in a car crash, another story time. We got into a car crash last weekend, and the car is kind of like, you know, our Mustang, our baby is kind of hurting. It's hurting, and it's a 2016 Mustang. It's brand new. We just got it like 4 months ago, so we were pretty bummed out. We called Uber. So once we got the Uber, you know, we're walking to the car, saying bye to everybody, and yeah, we're on our way home. So her phone was dying. So like, you know, she was on Snapchat, and I asked, can I like use it? And she was like, sure. So I'm signing into Snapchat, you know, like checking my messages and, you know, snapping. And 5 minutes later,
why do you have my phone? How did you get my phone?
and I'm like, you just gave it to me. And I'm like, here. So I gave her the phone back, and she realized her phone was dying. So she asked the Uber driver for a charger. So the Uber driver had an iPhone charger, and you know, she's charging her iPhone. And now she says,
now that my phone is charged, you can use it to sign into Snapchat.
I'm like, bruh, did you not remember what just happened? Like, I'm like, okay. So I'm using it, you know. Some minutes go past.
How did you get my phone back? You know my phone is dying. I need my phone to go home.
I'm like, all right, you know what? This girl playing games. I'm not down for it. Like, I'm literally mad at this point. It's late when I get cranky, and I was hungry again, so I was just waiting to go home. I was just imagining that Pizza Hut buffalo chicken with them French fries. Cause let me just say, Pizza Hut French fries is A1. Like, it's a close lead with McDonald's fries. That's how addicting it is. So I gave it back to her. I'm like, you know what? I'm in my head. Please don't talk to me for the rest of the ride, because I'm just mad at this point, like, you know. So we get to the destination. The Uber driver dropped me off first, and then he was gonna drop her off home. So before I got to the car, she was like, are you gonna give me the money for the Uber? And I'm like, yeah, sure. She was like, okay, go get the cash now from your house and then come back. I'm like, you know, I don't carry cash. I haven't carried cash since high school. Like, I literally, ever since I got a card, I literally just swipe and go. Like, I don't touch money, no coins. I don't remember the last time I touched it. So yeah. So I was just telling her, like, I'll give it to you the next time I see you. And she was like, you know, cool. I'm like, okay, cool. She even called me when she got home, and you know, I'm eating and stuff like that. So, you know, that Saturday night was complete. The next day was Sunday. It was pretty much a lazy day, couch potato day for Manny and I. That was pretty much Sunday. Monday come, nothing. Like, I haven't heard from her. Mind you, my iPod, I could not find my iPod. I misplaced it. So my iPhone is not, like I said, it's an Android software, so you cannot iMessage me. You know how normally when you send a message to your email or the number that's linked to it, it kind of goes to all your devices, like your laptop, your phone, or you know, your iPad and stuff like that. So it doesn't go to my phone, and that's the only thing that I had on me. Tuesday come around, it was 8-ish in the morning. I'm not really an early bird. Like, I literally just wake up Manny to go to work, and I knock back to sleep because I work from home, and there's no reason why I should be up this early, like, legit. So around 8, like in the mid of 8:30 going on 9, I hear a knock, and I'm like, okay. So I looked through the peephole, and I'm like, okay, no one's there. So I'm pretty sure I got a package, because what normally what the mailman or the mail carrier do is just basically like leave the package at the door, because it's a gated community. Everyone's trustworthy. No one's gonna steal the package. You know what I mean? So I'm like opening it through the crack, like, because I'm in my nightgown. Like, obviously I don't want anyone to see me. So I'm opening it really, like, you know, tight little gap, and I'm looking down. I don't see a package. Okay, so next thing you know, boom, like the door is pushed open. Where's my money? Where's my $20? Jen, are you gonna pay me my money? Are you gonna send it to my PayPal? I'm like, yeah. Like, in my head, I'm like, first of all, why is she acting like this? I haven't heard from her from Saturday, and it's not like I forgot that I was going to pay her. It's just like, you know, I haven't heard from her, and nor did I have her PayPal address yet to send her the money. I'm like looking at it as like, okay, why are you acting as if, like, you know, I just spoke to you like an hour ago. I was going to tell you, hey, I'm sending the money right now, and you know, you still haven't got it yet. Then yeah, that's what a type of behavior that you expect for somebody to, like, that's the repercussions, you know. But for her to just do all that at that first instant of just us communicating was a little like standoffish. Like, take it down a notch, you know. I grabbed a post-it note, and I basically gave her a pen, and she wrote her email address, and I was like, okay, I said, okay, thanks. And then I closed the door, and that was it. Again, nor did I say when I'm going to send it. I knew that I was going to send it that day. You know, it's early, I'm going back to sleep, you know what I mean? So I go back to sleep. 2 hours later, you guys, 2 freaking hours later, I just hear banging, boom, 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 boom. I hear kicking. I hear trying to pick the lock, like you know, shaking. You know what I mean? And I literally should have recorded all this that was happening, but I was literally just like shocked because, like I said, you guys, this was like my 2nd time meeting her at that party. So this was like my 3rd time encountering her presence. You know what I mean? So I don't know her last name. I don't know her from her can of paint. I really don't know her like that. She's like banging, and at this point, I'm not opening my door. You know, she's embarrassing like me and the community. Like, how did she get in? It's a gated community. I'm still baffled of how she got in, and I'm just wondering, like, did she ever leave the premises? How did you get in again? You know? And I'm like, she's acting like an animal. This is crazy. She's like, I know you're hiding in there, Jen. You owe me my $20. Send the money to my PayPal. And I'm like, bruh, it's just $20. Like, you're gonna get it. Like, dude, you act like this $20 is gonna change your life. Like, it's $1 million and you need it now. Like, I understand that I'm supposed to pay you, but it's the fact, like, yo, I was just going back to sleep. I was gonna pay her later. Like, I didn't think it was a big deal. So after this point, you know what, I'm like, the way that you're acting, now you're going to wait, because you're not giving me the respect that I'm giving you. You know, I'm being really nice and cordial and, you know, soft tone, soft spoken, like, you know, interacting with her in a nice demeanor. And the way that she's acting as if like I didn't give her her $20 a year later. This is now, it's like 5 o'clock and she's knocking. Why are you hiding? Come out, B. Like, she was calling me names. She was kicking the door. And you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm about to pay this girl, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm like at this point in my life, I just keep hearing her trying to pick the lock. So I locked the top lock and like silently, so she wouldn't hear it, and like I locked it, so in case if she did try to get in, the top lock is like locked, so you definitely cannot enter my home. You know what I mean? I just paid her and that was that. And my thing is, I invited her to my home on my birthday party. My best friend paid for liquor that was like expensive. It's not like we were like, yo, give me your portion of the money because you're about to drink out of this bottle, or give me gas money because I'm driving you here, or give me money because I'm putting food in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of petty to me, because like, I'm the type of friend where I would go to bat for you. Like, you know, I got your back. Like, I'll take you out to dinner and don't expect anything in return. Like, it was just $20. So I told Manny after like I paid her, I told Manny, right? I wrote him on Facebook Messenger again. My phone is retarded, so I barely use it. Yo, if this so-and-so contacts you, just like, or you see her, just ignore her, because a lot of drama is going on. And I said to him that I would explain to him later what's going on. So he came in the house, and prior to that, I got some awesome, amazing opportunity, and I wanted to share with him. So obviously, I'm doing the good news first. When he comes to the door and I'm telling him this awesome opportunity, and he's like all like dull, and I'm like, okay, why aren't you happy? And he's like, so what happened with so-and-so? I'm like, I just told you some awesome news, and you're just ready to talk about it. Like, can we like talk about the news first and be happy? But like, he wasn't having it. Like, he was trying to talk about that. And I'm like, okay, so basically I owe her $20 from the Uber ride home, and she wants it. I paid her already, so that's that. He was telling me that she kept calling him at his job like numerous times. I'm like, wait, why are you contacting my man? Like, just like my friend Pure say, 3 things you don't mess with: my man, my money, and my food. Like, those are the things that you don't mess with, you know what I mean? So she's calling him, and then they're texting each other saying all this stuff, and then I'm like, okay. So I'm telling him it's just like $20, and then I was telling him what happened earlier about the door situation and how she was like banging on the door, and come to realize she never left the premises. So that's another red flag. You were here at my community for 8 hours. what are you doing for 8 hours? Like, do you not work? Like, what are you doing? Like, that was just baffling me. Oh, and I forgot to add to tell you, Manny gave her, when she saw Manny outside when he came home from work, Manny went to the ATM and gave her another $20, and I already paid her. So now she has 40, you guys. So she took more money from us, basically scamming. Like, did Joanne kind of like teach her the scamming stuff? Because I feel like she's just influencing people, and now people are actually scamming. So I was just trying to explain to him what's going on, and he was like still kind of mad. So later on that night, went to bed, and then he came, and like his body language was like really off, so I can read him like a book. So I'm like, okay, you're still mad. So he left and got on the couch, and I'm like, okay. At that time, I couldn't go back to sleep because, you know, a lot of things were going through my mind, and I decided to clean the tub. Our tub was stopped up because of our hair, and the maintenance people were coming tomorrow to fix it. So the club had like residue from like when we take showers, and the body wash would kind of dry up because there's so much suds. So like I was just cleaning it because I know I didn't want to do it tomorrow, the next day. And he came at me, he was like, why are you cleaning this late, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm just cleaning now that my stomach isn't hurting anymore. Like I said, you guys, I wasn't really eating properly, and I was just starving. I heard under his breath, I'm about to leave, and I'm like, I didn't really process it. So I was done cleaning the tub, and he was like going in the walk-in closet, so I didn't think anything of it, and I laid down. Then I turn around and he's dressed. I'm like, okay. And I hear the keys. So I got up, I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, we're over, right? So we're over, right? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, bro. So then he later tells me, he even shows me text messages. Sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's a cloudy day. So I thought evening was done and over with, but then he shows me these text messages, and he was still communicating with her, and she was telling him that I was holding hands with a guy at a party. I was kissing, and I went to the party for a guy that I previously cheated on with Manny with. At this point, I was freaking livid. I'm like, this girl, I feel like I was in a movie. Like, I feel like it's that one girl that just comes in your life and wrecks everything. Like, so it's like, bruh, really, bro? So at that point, I'm like, yo, she is telling you lies. I'm like, babe, I said this verbatim. I don't even know this girl's last name. I don't know her like that. I don't know where she lives. Like, you're taking information from a person that's not even credible. I see if it was a friend that I knew for a very long time, like Pure or Dina or Brianna, or like, I'm just naming friends that, you know, they're credible. Like, if they told Manny something, yes, believe them, because, you know, they're a good friend, they're good people, they have good hearts. Like, why would they lie? So this person, on the other hand, I don't really find, like, you can't find them credible because there's no history. You only met my fiance one time, yet you're telling him lies, yet you're calling him nonstop and texting him as if like you guys are BFFs. That's a red flag. So I'm like, what the heck, yo? So I'm like, you know, talking and trying to like tell him like all that stuff is not true. I told him from beginning to end what I did and what happened at the party, listed all the details as possible, so there's nothing out, nothing that I can lie for. So I'm like, okay, people that are hurt and bitter, they try to wreck people's lives. I was really mad that I consider her a friend. I welcome her with warm arms. I welcome her in my house. I fed her, you know, I helped her do her makeup, you know, we're bonding, like, I'm helping her cope, like, I'm just that encouraging friend, you know, trying to help her out. And she's treating me like this over $20. the next day, you know, like I eventually got him to like, you know, calm down and just be in my presence. Mind you, this girl took my baby's sleep and he couldn't go to work the next day because we were up talking until like 4 something in the morning, and he has to wake up at 7. So he was really tired and he didn't go to work. So I was Snapchatting and I wrote, it just tried to wreck what cannot be wrecked, meaning our foundation. And then I wrote, the quieter ones is the ones you have to look out for, because you never know what's coming. You can't take my kindness for weakness, because so many people have, and you're going to see the other side of me you wish you haven't. And I wasn't really trying to go down to that level, but she was really provoking me at this point, because you're messing with my life at this point. So I wrote that, right? And she still followed me on everything, which is kind of weird. Like, why are you still following me on social media? Why are you still liking my pictures? I found that extremely weird. So this is what I got. I got a text message. Whew, that set me off to the roof. What was it, Wednesday? Don't text me no more. After I paid her and then she got Manny to pay her some more money, don't text me no more. And I'm like, I was like in my head, like, I haven't texted you since Saturday. So I'm like, okay. But then she's texting me again the next day. Bruh. So I wrote on my Snapchat, you're blocked from all my social media. Like, if you're still reading this, you're obsessed and you're definitely crazy, because that means she found another way to view my snaps. And yeah, and I said, if you contact me again, I'm calling the police and I'm getting a restraining order, because this was just really absurd. Because I live in a gated community and I don't know if she's gonna be able to get in again and just be like out here just waiting. So I'm not trying to cause a scene here, and nor am I trying to get kicked out the premises, you know what I mean? So again, you're messing with my life. After that, I haven't heard from her, but then guess what? She's liking Manny pictures on Instagram, because Manny and I share accounts. So after the whole Snapchat thing, I just hit up like my 2 friends and I was telling them what's going on. Like, one of my friends literally like, you know, give me her number, like I'm about to talk to her because this is absurd. Like, she was trying to get her to leave me alone and stuff like that. And I was telling Manny, like, is she still contacting you? And he was like, no, and stuff like that. So, okay, now here's like the end of the story. Tommy Y, was it yesterday? So tell me why yesterday I asked Manny, like, are you still texting Eden? And he was like, yes, because she's still asking for more money. The Uber ride there was just $20, and I'm just trying to kind of understand why do you need $40, now $60? I feel like I'm like at this point, like, you cannot be this naive. Like, this girl is playing with us, like, and trying to just get like a wake-up call. Like, her actions should raise a red flag to you, because she's not acting normal. She's not acting in a way where, you know, she's, you know, being polite and, you know, respectful. At this point, she's really like, it's like, should I call like the police or something? You know what I mean? Because she's scamming us, to be honest. Like, she's scamming us. And I literally like am like, I'm not gonna say like I can't fend for myself, but I don't know her like that, so I don't really know what she's capable of. So this is one heck of a story, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I would love to know your views. Like, I'm open to, like, you know, advice or criticism towards me. Like, if you think I did anything wrong, then I'm here for it, because like I said, I never been in a situation like this, and I'm pretty sure that I feel like I handle things correctly. Nor do I regret anything that I have done. Yeah, I stand by everything that I have said, and I just want to know your thoughts. Like, do you, like, from hearing it, do you think she's a sane person, or she could have gone about it differently? You know what I mean? So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Don't let people in your home that you met for Tinder and for the first time, like, meet up somewhere with them them in a public place for a few months until you feel as though, you know, they're good. You can get a good read off of them, and you know, they're really positive and stuff like that. I was just being so like nice and caring, and you know, I welcome her with warm arms, and the fact that she gave this vibe of being really nice and positive is what makes me so mad. Thank you all for watching. There's gonna be 2 more story time videos coming up within the weeks, so I kind of want to spur them out. I want to, like, you know, rape your timeline, but I have so many more coming up because it was other crazy stories that happened. So thank you all for watching. I love you, chipsters, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you aren't, and bye.